So the only contracts you need as a wholesaler is the contract you need to have with the seller and the contract you need to have with the buyer. Now, before we get into it, hit the subscribe button to get content just like this. So the first contract is going to be between the wholesaler and the seller. And that contract is going to have some few key elements you need, such as an assignment clause, which is probably the most important thing you got to have. And it's going to state that the contract will be assigned to a cash buyer. And not only that, you have to explain this to the seller. You got to let the seller know that this is your intention to assign this contract to another cash buyer. Now, in this contract, it will have the price that the cash buyer is going to pay and the price that you agreed upon between the wholesaler and the seller. Going to have your earnest money deposit as well as some other terms too. So with that being said, the second contract you need is between you, the wholesaler, and the cash buyer. The cash buyer is going to have the assignment fee in there, which is the amount you're going to get paid. So the way I see it is, if it's in between $200,000 to $300,000, the assignment fee should at least be should at least be $10,000. Above $300,000, you can start asking for $15K, but $10 to $15K is a good range for that price range. And also, it's going to have the assignment is going to have who you're going to assign the contract to, the name of that buyer or the company the buyer plans to use. Now, when you have those two documents signed, you send that off to the title company. And the title company will look at both contracts and they will set up to prepare the closing for you. And with that being said, that is all how it's done. Now, another thing to consider is that you want to disclose to the seller the entire process. This is not something that's shady or something that's bad to do. You have to explain to the seller that, yes, there's an assignment clause in this contract. And yes, you're going to find another cash buyer to buy this contract from you, but who can close in 2 weeks or less, sometimes in 1 week or less, depending on how the negotiations go between both attorneys. But just don't do shady things. Disclose as much as you can to the seller. And on that note, take care of yourself. Peace.